Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and welcome on back to another LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham news update. Today we've got lots and lots of cool characters to discuss. I mean, lots and lots of cool characters. It feels like we've been getting more than just one character per day on the countdown. It certainly feels quite overwhelming, but in a very, very positive manner, because we are getting tons and tons of very interesting reveals. So let's begin with kind of the least exciting and move on to the most exciting. Again, that will probably not hold truth because there's just too many cool characters to decide which one is the coolest. But let's kick things off with Chesh Ire, one of the smaller characters, I think a character that really got its big prominent role on Young Justice. Other than that, you have not really seen this character in a very kind of dominant role, or in a very, you know, kind of A-level star role. So it's a little bit more of a minor character, but it's pretty cool to have this character even be here. So this is really, really neat. Again, one of those more obscure characters that is really super duper fun to have, and more importantly, it also allows you to recreate some cool scenes from Young Justice. So that's another nice positive plus. Then let's move on to another character that is somewhat obscure, but I believe he was reinterpreted in a different way. Obviously, very, very different way on Arrow. I think he was one of the characters on Arrow. I think he was on season 2 or 1. Was it season 1 or 2? I can't recall. But this is, of course, Bronze Tiger. Now, of course, he looks way different than he does on Arrow. But this guy looks really, really, really sweet. Was it Bronze Tiger or was it somebody else? Something Claw? I can't remember, but nonetheless, this guy looks super duper neat. I love that. I'm gonna pretend that this is the Cheetos Cheetah, Chester Cheetah, I should say, and he just decided to be some sort of a special ninja assassin. So that's the way I'm gonna rock it, and he looks really, really epic in the screenshot that we got, because there's just this fireball of a sun coming up behind him, and then you just see him. So it definitely looks quite epic. Looking forward to getting my hands on this character. I think he's going to play very similar to kind of like Beast from the Lego Marvel game, or maybe even Wolverine with the claws and stuff. But other than that, really not much else I know of the character. So now let's get into a little bit of some of the more exciting side of things. Let's kick things off with Kid Flash. So sticking with kind of the Young Justice side of things, I guess we got Chesh Ire, and now we also have Kid Flash. So not only do we have Flash in the game, we have Professor Zoom, aka of course Reverse Flash, and we also have Kid Flash. So there's going to be 3 different variations of Flash, or, you know, kind of that ability set, I should say. It's going to be really interesting to see if they're all going to play the same. That's what I'm looking forward the most. Is it going to be just an aesthetical change? Like, is it just going to be a matter of, hey, let's change the colors of these attacks or whatever? Or are there actually going to be significant differences between the ways that we play as each one of these variations of Flash? But again, very cool. Slowly but surely building up the entire squad of Young Justice, and I am super duper happy to see all these characters here. My apologies if you just heard like a little plasticky noise. I just hit my water bottle by mistake. But nonetheless, then let's carry on to another character. This is a bit of a reveal that wasn't too surprising. We got this character reveal on Halloween Day, and this is, of course, Scarecrow. I really love the image that they used to reveal him. He looks super duper cool. Of course, this is Scarecrow as he was seen in the he wasn't in the Dark Knight like that as well, I guess. In the Dark Knight and Batman Begins. We didn't see him in this burlap sack and stuff like that in Dark Knight Rises, of course. But basically what I'm trying to say is that this guy is a part of the Dark Knight DLC pack. So I'm assuming that there will obviously be another variation of Scarecrow, more of a comic book version versus the film version that we have right here. So then let's move on to another really, really awesome reveal. This is one of the characters that I was super duper impressed by the way he looks, and this is Metallo. And as you can see, he has that kryptonite heart in the center, powered up and all. It's really interesting that they went with such a green design. For some reason, I didn't recall him being so green. Like in some of the other iterations that I've seen him, I didn't feel to me like he was so green, but then I looked up some of their images and I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is kind of what they're going with. But I have to say that aesthetically, this guy just looks awesome. I love the amount of color. I really, really love the combination of colors and everything. It works super duper well. He looks like a delicious salsa, if not anything else. So yeah. I can't believe I just made a salsa joke about Metallo. But nonetheless, of course, let's move on to one of the big figures that was revealed, and that is Parasite. So we're gonna have a nice villain to face off against Superman. Not only do we have Lex Luthor and of course General Zod, but now we will also have the one and only Parasite. I'm looking forward to see what his gameplay is going to be like, because of course his main power-up is that he can suck energy out of people and then get energy and sometimes powers and things like that from those people. So it's going to be really interesting to see how will that work. Like, do you get stronger as you charge up like a certain attack? So he has a lot of interesting potential for his gameplay, and that's what I am most excited for with Parasite. And then again, it's a really cool big figure, so that sounds really cool to me as well. Speaking of cool, there are few characters within the DC Comics world cooler than the one and only Lobo. Now, of course, interestingly enough, we are getting the classic kind of Lobo that we've come to be used to, but there is obviously DC Comics, I don't know if it has happened yet or not, but a few months back I remember that they announced that there was going to be a different Lobo coming up. He's a lot kind of like leaner, a lot skinnier and such, so this is more the traditional Lobo, and you gotta love him. I mean, he just looks absolutely insanely cool. I love the image that they used to reveal him. I love how it's a real name, unpronounceable. That's pretty awesome. I love the overall design of him. I love how he's got these like Lego skeleton heads for kneecaps and stuff. Again, he's obviously just plain cool. I really hope that his motorcycle is in the game as well, because come on, how could you have Lobo without having his absolutely awesome motorcycle? So it better be in there. I really hope it will be the case. So then let's move on to, of course, the Green Lantern land, since we've just discussed Lobo, and he's an intergalactic bounty hunter, so I guess it's a good way to transition to some Green Lantern news. So let's kick things off with another member of course, the Red Lanterns, and that is Dex Star, who is, yes, you are seeing him correctly, he is an angry Red Lantern cat. I remember seeing his story, I just don't remember exactly. It was something like his owner was abandoned or abandoned him or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Maybe his owner was killed or something along those lines. I don't recall exactly, but that's kind of what triggered the endless anger in Dex Star. And he looks super duper cool. I remember having a Dex Star figurine, like an actual little figure of him, which is super duper cool. And it's just really cool to get this character. I mean, it's again one of the more obscure characters, but of course, if you were following the Green Lantern storylines when Jeff Johns was writing it, you know that you know of Dex Star, and you know that he's a pretty cool character indeed. So, speaking of cool characters, we also saw the reveal of the White and Black Lantern. So with the White Lanterns, we saw Kyle Rayner as White Lantern, so that's pretty sweet. So we know that he's going to be in the game. So not only are we going to have Hal Jordan, and did they say that we're going to get John Stewart? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they have, but it's really cool, again, how many varieties of lanterns we're going to get. And of course, White Lanterns are now in the game, which is super duper awesome, but I have to say I was much more excited about seeing the Black Hand, who is of course the main kind of cause of the Black Lanterns. I love the way that he looks. I love how he's got this zombie expression on his face, and then I love how they gave him like this flat top hat, head or hat or helmet or whatever you want to call it. I love the poster that we got with him. I really hope, it would be so cool if they could release this as like an actual poster that you could buy, like a poster pack or something. It would be super duper cool because it just looks absolutely awesome. Really menacing, and I cannot wait to actually play as Black Hand, and hopefully some more of the Black Lanterns. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a blurry image, but I just wanted to share this because it just seemed too cool not to share. And this is Superbat, aka a composite combination between Superman and Batman. This has not been said that it is 100% going to be happening. Apparently this was spotted on one of the Twitch streams that they were doing. I think it was at MCM Comic Con in London. When they brought up the character selection screen, somebody spotted this, and as you can see, basically it's hard to make it out, but you can see that it's basically if you took Superman, split him down the middle, and then Batman, split him down the middle, and you combine the two characters, and that's what you end up with, which is of course Super Bat, because, well, both of their last names end with man, so you have to take those parts off and you get Super Bat, or Bat Super, I guess, but Bat Super doesn't sound as much. Super Bat sounds pretty cool though. So, with all that being said, guys, there you have it. Those are the awesome plethora of reveals for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well, and of course, hit me up in the comment section below and let me know which of the reveals you are most excited for and which other characters you would love to see announced. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys.